what impact would an investment tax credit have on BNSF's capital investment decision-making from a return on investment a capital perspective?
Well, it would all depend on how it was worded, because we've had investment tax credits in this country, and we've had bonus depreciation, is another form of it, and we do get extra first-year depreciation. That does not enter into our calculation very much. In fact, certainly at the Berkshire level, I've never instructed anybody to do anything different because of investment tax credits or accelerated depreciation. There may be some calculations done down at the operating company level. It's certainly true in something like wind projects and solar projects. They are dependent on the tax law currently. There may come a time when they aren't, but they wouldn't have been done without some subsidization through the tax law. But I would say if you change the depreciation schedules and double depreciation, triple depreciation, that we're going to do what we need to do at the railroad to make it safer and more efficient if we just had ordinary depreciation. And I doubt if there'd be any dramatic differences. Obviously, if you were going to, say, buy a bunch of planes and the law was going to change on December 31st and the math made it better to wait till January 1st or do it this December 31st, you didn't make that kind of calculation. But I can't recall in all the years that I've ever sent out anything to our managers saying, let's do this because the tax law is being changed or might be changed or something of the sort. As I mentioned earlier, it changes just a little bit if you think there's going to be a change in capital gains rates at a given time. Obviously, if the rate's going to be lowered, you would take losses ahead of time and defer gains maybe a little. And that's why it's useful, actually, if the tax committees, the Senate and the House, are working on something, it might be useful if the chairmans would say that if we do make any changes, we're likely to use this effective date or something of the sort. And I think they've done that a few times in the past. We are not, the big tax-driven item is in wind and solar, and that is a specific policy because the government has decided they want to move people, or society has decided they want to move people toward those forms of electric generation, and the market system wouldn't do it. And there may come a time when the market system will do it all by itself. We won't make big changes, and it's so speculative anyway in terms of even what the law would be. But beyond that, if it becomes less speculative as the law, I mean, it really looks like something is going to, it doesn't change us big time at all. Charlie?
Nothing to add. We're not going to change anything at the Berkshire, at the railroad for some little tax jiggle.
If we need a bridge repaired, we're going to repair the bridge, and if we need a lot of track maintenance all the time and that sort of thing, and it just, I don't think Matt and I have ever had a talk about it since we've owned the railroad.